So now we talked about what's appropriate to share with a group. You're probably asking, well, what if I need to share about some of those things I'm not supposed to share publicly, right? Is it not okay to talk about, you know, violent acts, illegal activities, sexual acts, information about family or friends that you think are important, right? Like, is that never okay to share? And the answer is no, of course. There are times when if something's going on, especially if it's something that you're scared about or worried about or it's affecting you in a negative way, that you should definitely share those things. But again, it's not something that you should be sharing publicly with a group. It is not something you should be sharing with maybe just another student that you don't know very well, or even with students that you do know very well. You still want to be careful about that because ultimately, if it's something that's really worrying you or bothering you or affects you and makes is filling your cup basically, you want to find an adult you can trust that you can talk to about this. But this should be a private conversation. So the different ways you can have that private conversation is one, if you have good relationship with your teacher, you trust them, or another staff member at the school, find them and ask them, hey, can I talk to you about something in private, about something that's bothering me or something like that. And we can set up a situation where you can sit down and we can hear you out and figure out what we can do to help you. So again, if any of those things from the previous list are on your mind, there's something affecting you, these things are happening, right? It's okay to talk about it as long as you're talking about it in private with somebody that can really help you and someone that you can really trust, right? Again, it shouldn't be somebody new that you just met. It shouldn't be in a group. So if you're uncomfortable asking for that private conversation, the other thing you can do is fill out a help request form. After this, there's some video that will show you how to fill that out. But basically, the help request form is a form that you can fill out real quick. There's a link on your website that can tell that will go out to admin and some other staff that says basically, I need somebody to talk to, something's going on, and you can write a little description of what's going on so we know that we can follow up with you as soon as possible and help you out with that situation. Okay, but it's really important if you're going to have one of these conversations, if you're sharing, we have to be honest and just want to let you know that all staff are what are called mandatory reporters. So what that means is that if you share with us about being hurt or neglected by other people or some other things like that, the law says we have to share with other people who can help you. Okay, so if you want to talk to me about something that's going on with you, if it's about you being hurt or neglected or something like that, then just know that to make sure that you are safe, I will need to kind of do something with that and make sure I am taking the next steps and sharing that out with the right people to get you help. Now, I'm not going to just share it with anybody. Not necessarily going to be right off the bat like talking to your family about it or anything like that. But again, you should know that because all staff are mandatory reporters, right, we're not going to promise to keep something like that secret because we want to make sure you're safe. We want to make sure that we're helping you. And if this is something on your mind, you should definitely share it with us because we can help you come up with a solution. And just know, the ways we share that and how we get you help will look different in different times. So definitely that is not a reason that you should not share with somebody if something really important is happening, some of these things. It's actually maybe a reason to share because then we can get you the help you need. We can look out for you and make sure that you're safe.